everybody, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. I am I'm sitting in bed and I just wanted to do a really casual kind of catch-up video. Obviously, by the title of this video, you know what I'm going to be talking about. I'm officially starting my home buying journey here in Miami, and I wanted to do a whole video dedicated to it to kind of tell you guys my thought process going into it, what I think it's going to be like, what I'm hoping to achieve. That way when it's done, which hopefully will be in the next few months, I'll be able to kind of look back on this video and see if kind of what I was expecting and what I wanted is actually what I got. I think a lot of times people go into the home buying journey thinking one thing, and then it's like they come out with a totally different home than they ever imagined. Especially in today's market, you can't be that picky, which sucks because it's literally a house, so like you should be able to be picky. You just can't because things are going. If you guys are new to my channel, I recently, or I guess it's been like over a year, but I purchased a home January of 2021 and I flipped it and I sold it in the summer of 2021. And I actually ended up making a profit on it, and I have that video coming out soon. The video was filmed in November. It's been edited since November. It hasn't been uploaded because it's still going through some approvals with the brand that is sponsoring that video. So it's just taking a little bit, but it's coming. It's coming even if it's gonna be 6 months after I filmed it. I'm gonna have like a whole new look. Like I'm gonna like look different when that video goes up. Really great experience doing that house. I think I learned a lot, and it also made me really appreciate investing in real estate. I'm going to be telling you guys kind of my criteria, my whole thought process. I'm going to show you guys a few houses that I've already toured, my thoughts on them, and yeah, very casual video. Just want it to feel like you're like chatting with a friend. Before I do that, I did want to thank today's sponsor, which is Gravy. And if you do not know what Gravy is, you're gonna be amazed. I think this is a tool or a platform that so many of you guys are going to become obsessed with. It is for renters who want to be homeowners. You can think of Gravy as like helping you build your credit, helping you save money for your home while you are renting. So what Gravy does is it helps renters save money, earn rewards on rent payments, and buy a home sooner. You can start a house fund with Gravy, so you can open up a Gravy savings account, and that can be your home buying pocket while you rent. They can give you 5% cash back on your monthly rent payments, which is huge because instead of actually just like paying your rent and feeling like you're just kind of like wasting money, it's actually earning you cash back so that you can buy a home in the future. They also help educate you on the home buying process. So I know when I was first going through it, if I didn't have my parents who were involved in like the home world, I would be so lost and so confused. And you can make a customized plan, so you can set your house goals, timeline, all of that stuff. Think of it like airline miles, but for renters. I highly recommend that you check it out. I'm gonna have it linked down below, but if you are renting right now and your goal, whether it's next year, this year, 2 years from now, whatever it is, whether you have a goal to buy a house, definitely take these steps to actually have it become a reality. And if I had Gravy at the time, I would have 100% used it, especially when I was living in New York. Like I was paying $2,400 a month in rent when I lived in New York City. If I could get 5% cash back on that, that would have been a game changer. Anyways, I'm glad that I can share it with you guys. So if you want to check out Gravy, you can check them out down below. Let's talk about kind of what I'm looking for, where I'm gonna buy, like what's the plan. I'm gonna laugh at how much this changes in the future probably. I do want to buy in Miami. I moved from Charlotte, North Carolina to Miami, and I definitely want to buy here. I am from South Florida. I have a lot of family here. I can definitely see myself here long term, and so I do think that this is a good place to buy. The thing is, Miami is so freaking expensive, and it has become one of the most expensive cities, I think, to buy a house, honestly, now. I think from last year to this year, houses have gone up by like 20%, and they're expected to get even more expensive, which is scary. I am looking for Miami. I am not ruling out Fort Lauderdale, so I'm looking Fort Lauderdale, Miami. I don't really want to go as far north as West Palm Beach, but I am looking just in like the South Florida area. I would ideally like to be closer to the water, I mean, which of course is going to add to the price, but I do think that that is a high priority for me to be pretty far east. To be obviously on the water, but I would like to be further east. Also, it needs to be in a safe area, of course. I want to feel safe walking alone. I want to feel safe living there, not like I have to, you know, be careful if someone's gonna like break into my house. I know that can happen anywhere, but I would like to feel safe in my own home, and I would like to be in an area that is safe. I would like to have a lot that can fit a pool. So it doesn't necessarily need to have a pool in the house already, but I would like there to be an option for me or whoever else lives in it to put a pool in. Another thing I'm looking for is for a house not to be renovated, but not to be like disgusting either. I feel like I want a house that I can put some money into renovations, because a house that's already been renovated, they're upcharging so much and they're making a huge profit off of it, rightfully so, but I want to be the one to make a profit off of it, so I don't necessarily want a house that's already been renovated. Also, I have such particular taste that I haven't seen a single home that I've actually liked the renovations, and so if I'm gonna buy a house that's been renovated and then I have to go and do my own renovations, just doesn't make sense. I know I'm gonna get a lot of questions on this, so I am going to say it in this video, but my budget, I am looking to spend $700,000 or less on a home, but $700,000 is my budget. I would go to $750,000, but like I really don't want to, so I'm really trying to cap it at $700,000, and I definitely think that I can find a house in that range. So what am I planning on doing with it? Am I planning on living in it, renting it, flipping it, whatever? So I am planning on making this an investment property, but one that I have a potential to live in the future, because I am very happy with my living situation right now, but I do want to make money on this property and like maybe live in it later on and hold on to it. So this isn't going to be a flip. I'm not going to flip it and sell it, but I would like to have it either be long-term or short-term rental. And what I mean by that is either long-term renters, you know, they're there every single month, you have a monthly rent, or Airbnb. Depending on the location and depending on how it does, I would kind of decide that, but my dream is really to make an Airbnb. I would love to do like Airbnb content for you guys. I would ideally like to make it into an Airbnb, and then maybe in the future long-term rentals, or be able to live in it then. Definitely needs to be something that is a good investment. I have already toured 2 houses already. Did not put offers, did not want to put offers necessarily on any of them. One of them I was like kind of wanted to put an offer on, but it was taken before I even had the opportunity to. One house was definitely an older house. The price point was pretty good for the location. It was in a very good location in Miami. It was right next to a causeway that connects you to the beach, and very east, which is exactly what I wanted. Great location in Miami, so I honestly was very pleasantly surprised with this one. I thought the neighborhood was cute. There were nice houses in the neighborhood. It was an area that felt extremely safe, and so I really loved it. I loved the area, but the house itself I just did not like at all. This would have needed to be like a tear down or a complete renovation, and I didn't want to go through that. Also had a very interesting smell. Usually when there is a smell, you gotta knock the whole drywall down. That smell will linger. You can't just like paint it, you know, it's gonna linger. So did not love this house. Was not gonna put an offer on it. I didn't feel confident in it. And it was also on the market for like 200 days, and the seller had told me that they've had 3 offers on it and all 3 people have pulled out of the house, which means that 3 people decided they did not want this house anymore during that like due diligence period, which is kind of a red flag. And so it makes me wonder, why did they pull out of the house? Like, why did 3 people pull out? Miami is such a hot market. This is a good area. Been on the market for 200 days. It just kind of gave me red flags, and I didn't feel like I loved the house, so that one was a no. The one that I saw was perfect. I absolutely loved it. Honestly, the house is not necessarily my style, and it's not like the cutest, but the area was insane. It was 5 minutes away from the beach. It was on an island. I absolutely loved it. I felt like it was obviously not my style, but it was good enough that I didn't need to like fix it up a ton. Like, you can still make it cute with just some aesthetics, like painting it, switching out cabinets, things like that. And the lot size was fine. You know, it wasn't huge, wasn't small. It was good enough. I could put a pool in the future. I just really loved it. This one was in my budget as well, and the area just made me fall in love. Like, you could literally walk to the beach, which is like all I wanted. I thought it would have been perfect for Airbnb. Downside is that it was on a main road, so there would be traffic and like cars that kind of come slightly fast right in front of your house. Parking was not an issue. It did have a driveway. It had street parking for if you have guests. And I really didn't mind the main road, but my mom was very hesitant on main roads. She's always like told me like, do not buy a house on a main road. Personally, I thought it was worth it still, especially for Airbnb. Like, no one's gonna care if it's on a main road, but of course, thinking long term, she just was like very against houses on main roads. Even though I fell in love with this, I was like honestly wanting to put an offer on it. It was taken before I could even put an offer. Like, I saw it, and then literally an hour later, they were like, yep, they just accepted an offer and they're going under contract. And I was like, Okay, I definitely have to move very quickly in Miami, which I've realized, and I'm going to begin to see other houses and, you know, show you guys the entire process. And so I don't know if I'll do dedicated house videos or if I'll like include them in my vlogs or anything like that, but I definitely want to show you all of the ones that I do see. I am very, very excited for this journey. I can't wait to take you along with me. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you're in the home buying process yourself. I'd love to hear about it, but yeah, that's kind of where I am. Hopefully I will buy a house before the summer. That's kind of my goal. Yeah, I will see. The housing market in Miami is insane, so we're gonna see how it is. We're gonna see how it goes. Very excited. I'm excited to take you guys with me, and I just love doing these chatty Q&As, so thanks for chatting with me, guys. And anyways, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.